Hi everybody, I'm Bree and this is my surrogacy journey. Thank you guys so much for joining me here again on my channel. I know I literally just posted a video, so sorry for like the video spam right now, but there was a situation that happened regarding my transfer day moved video that I just posted yesterday, and I just felt like I wanted to take a moment to address it. So after I posted my transfer day moved video, I shared it to my personal Facebook page, and I woke up this morning with from a call from one of my best friends and text messages from some of my other really good friends about my post getting all of this negative attention and a couple of women who were just blowing it up. And so I just wanted to talk about the hate behind surrogacy. And this was a video that I never thought I would make ever, but especially being this early on in my journey, I was pretty surprised and caught off guard. So for those of you who didn't watch it, I'm gonna give you a quick recap, but I will link my transfer day moved video in the description box, and that is worth a watch. I think it's about a 16-minute video, but just a quick recap. I started my progesterone injections last Wednesday. Today is Monday, and I did lab work on Thursday morning. That evening, I got a call from Marissa at ORM, the fertility clinic I'm working with, saying that my levels were really low, and come to find out, I messed up my dosage. And I was super upset about it. I asked her if there was anything that we could do to compensate for that. That way my transfer day wouldn't be affected. So she talked to the doctor, and basically the best thing to do would be to pretend kind of that I didn't start my new progesterone injection on Wednesday and just treat Thursday as my first day, and obviously doing the correct dosage. So I held it together just enough to get my last client of the day started. Luckily, this was my brother-in-law's girlfriend, Zoe, who's also a receptionist at the salon that I work at. And so I got her color started, and then when she was processing, I went out and I called my husband, and I just lost it. I was barely holding it together just while I was getting that color on, and then I felt like I was falling apart at the seams. And I called my mom, and same thing. I was so emotional and so distraught because I had been feeling really good with my IVF process. I didn't feel like I've been getting the crazy mood swings that people talk about. I think I can be a little more sassy or a little more feisty at times, but I'm really aware of when I'm feeling like, ooh, that's bothering me. And I know that normally it wouldn't bother me like this. So I'm just gonna take a moment and let that be that. I got it together, finished my service, and I sent out emails to my coordinator at Northwest Surrogacy Center, Sandra, as well as my IPs coordinator, my intended parents coordinator. And then of course I included Marissa from ORM in my email, just letting them know what happened, and of course that I was so sorry. I extended my apology to everybody that was involved multiple times. Unfortunately, right now, I don't have direct contact with my IPs. They are international, so we had been communicating through an app, which is now malfunctioning for us, and I have no direct contact with them right now. The only way we are communicating with our IPs is through my IPs coordinator, who is also our translator. And my IPs don't speak English, so that's always a little bit of a challenge too. We need something that will translate for us, and that's kind of what's going on. So I always update everybody involved to make sure that my IPs are up to date and I know what's happening, and they're never left in the dark. They're always in the know. I just don't know what their personal feelings are about it. So I'm hoping that will change soon, and we'll get back on track with the direct communication, and that will all be great. But for now, this is just what we're working with. So now the plan is I'm going to be flying out tomorrow, and I will get to Portland and we'll have the evening to kind of settle into the hotel, go get some dinner in the city, and then bright and early the next morning, I have my transfer day. And hopefully everything sticks and I'll be on bed rest the rest of that day and Thursday, and then I will fly home on Friday. ORM does require that I have someone accompany me to this appointment, and during this time, my mom is actually going to fly from Colorado and be the person accompanying me because my husband can't accommodate the time off in his work schedule, which is totally fine. This is what we do as working professionals and parents and people who are doing surrogacy. So we roll with it. My son is coming. He is a year old. Normally, my work schedule is Wednesday to Saturday, and we only need 3 days of childcare in that, but my schedule is very different from my husband's schedule. So I do the drop-off, he does the pickup, and if I tried to leave Aiden behind, he would have very long days away from dad, and it would just be, they would be very, very long days. My husband would have to get up way early, and it doesn't make sense. It's easier for me to bring Aiden with me. It's not the ideal situation, but it's the situation. So Aiden and I will be flying to Oregon, and my mom will be taking care of both me and my son. So that's the situation. I am really sorry to the people who felt the need to make such rude comments and call me names on the Facebook post with my transfer day video. I was in shock. I woke up and I started reading the first comment, and then I read the second comment, and I just stopped. I didn't even get all the way through the second comment actually. And I was getting so mad that my hands were shaking. And I was just like, why am I doing this? These are complete strangers who I've never met in my life, who are making judgments without having even completely watched my videos, because they accused me of certain things that I actually talked about in my video. And if you're going to leave any kind of feedback, I would hope that you at least take the time to watch the video and inform yourself and educate yourself about even what I talked about in the video before giving me any kind of feedback. It would just make the most sense to me, but that's all right. I just wanted to talk about the hate about surrogacy, around surrogacy. There's so many people who think, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And, you know, that's why science and medicine and technology has advanced the way that it has. And that's so great that that's an option to help someone grow their family who otherwise wouldn't be able to in this way. And I think that's the biggest response that I have had. But there are people who don't believe in surrogacy, whether that's religious or just their own personal beliefs. That's okay. It's totally fine for surrogacy to not be for everybody. But when people just cast judgments on me and call me names, it's just like, oh my goodness. Some people were acting like this surrogacy journey is a transaction and it's a service that I'm providing, that I'm just doing it and I get no like emotional feelings out of it. It's something I'm doing. I give the baby to the parents and that's it. And I shouldn't have any feelings about the transfer day moving, except for how apologetic I should be for my IPs, which of course I am. But they were acting like I'm not allowed to have feelings about the change, or to be upset that it changed, or to be upset that I had to change my schedule. And that's just so, I don't get it. It's really silly. I am a person. I am a human being with human emotions and thoughts and feelings, and I'm allowed to feel them. I am a surrogate. I am a gestational carrier for an international family, and I'm helping them grow their family. And I am very passionate about it. If you have watched either my very first video about becoming a surrogate or my more recent one with my sister, who really inspired me to move forward with surrogacy, you know that I am coming from a place, from a very personal place. There was a time that my husband and I thought that we would be on the other side of surrogacy. So we feel extremely lucky to be able to have had our son in a natural way. And now we get to do our part in helping someone else have their own baby. So this is not like a robotic transactional thing that I'm doing. I am very invested in this, and I feel very strongly about it. I'm very inspired to move forward with my surrogacy journey, and it's, you know, it's almost offensive when people try and treat me like I'm this machine and I'm just gonna grow and pop out this baby and that's it. And it's just so much more than that. I am a little bit shocked at how people try and dehumanize me because I'm going to be growing a child for somebody else. And I am brand new in my journey. I am 5 weeks as of today into my IVF cycle, and I have not done my transfer yet. I'm not pregnant yet. So I am really early on in my journey. I still have a long road ahead of me, and I have a lot to learn, and I have a lot of room for growth. I am absolutely not an expert in any way, and I will never try and tell you that I'm an expert in any way. And I will continue making unfiltered, transparent videos about my experience. My channel is about my surrogacy journey. This isn't about anything else except for what my journey is like and how I'm feeling about it, and hopefully someone takes something away from me putting myself out there like this. I want to be able to educate people to the best of my ability. And just because I'm trying to push information out there and for people to get educated about surrogacy, that doesn't mean that I know everything. All it means is that this is what I know about it. Here's what I know. Hopefully that helps you, and hopefully you grow from it. And hopefully you take something away from these videos. So I am receptive to constructive feedback. You know, if there was something that I said that you weren't super happy with and you felt the need to comment, absolutely, go for it. If you were constructive in your feedback and you said, you know, I'm so excited for you, great job, I love that you're making these videos, I am an experienced surrogate, or, you know, wherever you're at in your journey or your experience with someone who's a surrogate, you know, let me know and say, this is what I've learned from my personal experience or in my personal journey, and maybe this will help you grow and move forward. And I would be so receptive to that. I don't have anybody telling me that stuff. I don't have another YouTube channel where I'm watching surrogate videos. Everything that I'm doing, I'm learning on the way. This is a total learning curve for me. It's a totally new learning experience. And every single day is bringing a new adventure and a new challenge. And I have learned so much, and I'm hoping you guys have too by joining me on this road. And at the end of the day, I know that as a surrogate, I'm gonna get hate, and there will be comments, and you know, I was surprisingly unbothered by them this morning. I did comment back on some of them and just said, you know, thank you so much for watching my video, and I'm so sorry that you feel so strongly about this. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have through a direct message, and that's it. thanks. So of course, no messages came in. It was just all public comments, hating on the video and on me and bashing me as a person and as a surrogate. So I'm going to move forward, and I was already feeling so terribly about my mistake, and I have punished myself enough for it. I cried over it. I was feeling very negative, very doubtful. I was in a terrible headspace. I felt my whole energy change, and it was very weird for me. I don't normally ever feel like that. And I'm allowed to feel like that. Yes, it was my mistake, but I'm still allowed to be upset by it. So please, if you have constructive feedback for me, send it my way. But I have no intention of feeding into the hate or responding to the hate, and I won't. So hopefully you are taking something away from this video and you like watching my videos. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to continue on this wild, crazy, new learning experience journey with me. Okay, not gonna talk about it anymore. All right, well, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.